everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make an adorable charm bracelet using the Softlex Company Design Kit Great Bead Extravaganza Just Peachy? And this mix was in the design kit as well as you can buy it separately. So I will leave a link down below in the description if these items are still available. I'm just adding in a couple little beads that I claimed from the Softlex live sales, and they are every Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. The turquoise Softlex wire came in the kit, but I will be using the quartz color. And so for this beautiful bead mix, I actually won it on one of the Softlex lives. So thank you so much, Softlex Company, for this beautiful kit. Before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. So a few other supplies you'll need is some 2x2s, a clasp of your choice. I'm using a lobster claw, some head pins, and then jump rings. So to start, I just put all my little butterflies on some head pins. Let's start creating. So I made a few of my little butterfly dangles ahead of time. And we're just going to make simple loops, or if you have a one-step looper, you can use that. We're just going to take one of our head pins, slide on a butterfly, and one of these little 5mm check glass beads. We're just going to slide it through our tool and give it a squeeze, and we have a perfect loop. I just like to make my loops at the beginning of my project so that way I can add them in at the end. For me, it tends to go a little faster when I'm designing a project. We'll just give it a squeeze, and we have our loops. Make sure our loops are completely closed. So we're just going to take our round nose pliers and make sure they are closed. We're just going to set those off to the side. Make sure our butterflies don't flutter away. Now we're going to use our Softlex wire. And this is very similar to a project that I had a Softlex beading party on last November. And I will leave a link down below in the description for that. But I kind of improved it just a little bit. It's just another way to start and end your bracelet or your necklace without using as many 2x2s and jump rings. So just kind of a little design option that I came up with, and I wanted to share it with you. So we're going to need about 18 inches of our Softlex wire. So we have our Softlex wire. We're just going to grab one 2x2 and slide it on. And for me, I kind of found that this way is a little bit neater to start and finish your bracelet. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this technique. So we're just going to take one side of our Softlex wire and pass it back through our 2x2. And if you've watched any of my other tutorials, it's kind of similar how to start this as an earring. Make sure that we have our little loop. And this is up to you of how big you would like your loop. This is where your jump rings are going to attach to. We want it in the center, just like that. And for my project, and you want your ends to be fairly the same size. Now for your project, I'm going to be using the pearl beads and some of the blue crystals that came in the bead mix. There was also this really pretty like gray AB and a peach color, and I'm going to save that for another project. So be sure you stay tuned for the upcoming tutorials. And also I do have a playlist. I'll leave a link down below for all the Just Peachy designs that I've made with this wonderful kit and bead mix. To start, we're going to use our pearls, and sometimes these are glass pearls, so sometimes the hole isn't quite big enough. So we're going to slide on a glass pearl, one on each side. And this is just kind of like a little crisscross bracelet. Next, we're just going to slide on one of our blue crystals. It doesn't matter which Softlex wire you slide it on. We're going to take the opposite wire and do a little crisscross. So you should have a little X. And then we're just going to slide it down. And what's nice about this is the soft flex wire does show in your project. So you can kind of see it between the crystal and the pearl. And then we're going to pick up 2 pearls, 1 on each side. Let it slide down. Pick up a blue bead and crisscross and give it a pull. Now you may have to make a few adjustments if the blue bead doesn't want to nestle just right. So this is our project. Now it might start to curl just a little bit. And as you can see, I kind of missed a step here, but that's okay. We can always fix that. I did not smash my 2x2. So I'm just going to take my pliers and just give it a little smash. So we're just going to continue our pattern. A pearl on each side, a blue bead, and this bracelet does make up pretty quickly. It's great for anklets. I do have a tutorial making a necklace, so I will leave a link down below in the description for that. Can't believe it's already August. The holiday season is coming up pretty quickly. So this makes a great gift, and you can always customize it. You can do the same strand with like pearls and then add different charms or do it in gemstones. And for the original project, I used 7mm check glass, and that's on softflexcompany.com. I think it comes in about 15 different colors. You can really have a lot of fun, sparkly jewelry. So we're just going to keep adding on our beads until we have the length of our bracelet and just make our adjustments as needed. So we have the base of our bracelet. We have our last 2 pearls. We're going to slide a pearl on, 1 on each side. And we're going to grab our last 2x2. We're going to do the same thing we did with the 2x2 that we've been doing with the blue beads and just do a little crisscross. And go and give it a pull. And these would also be really pretty as earrings if you maybe just wanted to do like 2 or 3 crisscrosses and then do your loop and add a dangle. Hold on to the shorter side of the soft flex wire. The longer side I'm going to loop back through the 2x2. And if this is a little tricky for you, you can always do a size up and use a 3x3 from Softflex. So we're just going to pass it through. And now we're just going to make our adjustments on our loop. And then we just want to make sure that they're fairly the same size. So we have our loops. Now we're going to take our pliers and give it a smash. And make sure everything is nice and secure. Now we have extra soft flex wire. We're just going to take our trimmers and cut our soft flex, but make sure we don't cut the loop. So I added on some jump rings to one side of my bracelet, and I'm just going to attach my clasp to the other. Just going to gently twist open a jump ring and attach it to the loop. And just add as many jump rings or a length of chain that you would like for your project. Then we're just going to attach on our clasp and give it a close. And we have our beautiful little bracelet. Now we're going to attach our butterflies. I know I made a lot of little dangles, so it's just kind of a mix and match. You do get an assortment in the bead mix, so you don't know what you're going to get with the butterflies. So we'll just place our butterflies where we would like. We're just going to grab our pliers and our jump rings. So we're just going to twist side to side. Now, a couple ways to do this. You can either attach your charm on first or attach it to your bracelet and then add your charm. So where the soft flex wire is showing between the blue bead and a pearl, we're just going to add on one of the jump rings. And I'm using a 6mm jump ring. Sometimes it's a little struggle. So once we have it between our two beads, we're just going to slide on our butterfly charm and give it a close. And we'll have our beautiful little charms. So we'll just keep adding those on. And it's completely up to you the spacing you would like. Since I was using 6mm pearls and the crystals, that tends to be a really nice spacing for your beads. We'll just slide on our butterfly, give it a close. And if you want, you can also make your own jump rings out of the Softflex craft wire if you wanted them to match your project. So we have our beautiful little butterfly bracelet. So we're just going to keep adding on our butterflies. And if you want, you could add some more of the little blue beads, do some wire wrapped on some head pins. Just add those on. Put a little gold one on and give it a close. So you have your beautiful little bracelet. So we added the last of our little butterflies to our beautiful bracelet. And they do have flowers that come in the kit as well, so if you wanted to add those on. And then I have one extra little pearl, so I might just add that to the end. And here is your beautiful butterfly bracelet. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. Have an awesome day.